Sisterwife star Kody Brown and his wives Christine, Meri, Janelle, and Robyn often find themselves in the tabloids, but even though TLC has been profiling the family since 2010, there's a lot you probably don't know about Kody's fourth wife. Here's the untold truth of Robyn Brown. Before she met Kody, Robyn was married to David Jessup from 1999 to 2007. The couple had 3 children together, but the marriage was a rocky one.
I was trying so hard to love my husband at that time.
In 2011, after a bullying incident with her current family, Robyn revealed via Twitter that in the past, Jessup had been abusive, writing, "Just to clarify, I do not tolerate my kids getting bullied. I ended my first marriage because of abuse. My kids come first, always." Radar Online reported that Jessup was arrested in 2018 for allegedly assaulting a family member and causing bodily injury. He was then charged with disorderly conduct and fined. Since polygamy is illegal in the US, Kody can only be legally married to one of his wives. And while he views all of them as his spouses in the eyes of the court, Robyn is his legal wife. But that wasn't always the arrangement. Meri was actually Kody's first legal wife, with Christine and Janelle being his, quote, spiritual wives, and Robyn joining the family as a spiritual wife in 2010. But the family said in a statement via People in 2015, "We've chosen to legally restructure our family. We made this decision together as a family. We are grateful to our family, friends, and fans for all their love and support."
The divorce is final.
It's final?
It's done.
That sucker's done, huh?
Yeah.
Kody divorced Meri and legally wed Robyn so that Robyn's 3 children from her previous marriage could be adopted.
We've really been through a lot of trying to get everybody on board with the situation and also being okay with our relationship.
Robyn's introduction to the Brown household caused some tension and left her feeling more than a little guilty. Meri told Oprah shortly after Kody and Robyn's wedding, "I'm not going to lie, there are jealousy issues. Those are natural. Hopefully that's something that I can overcome."
We've always said that there was jealousy and that we always deal with it.
Even though the family was on board, Robyn herself felt like she was throwing off the family dynamic, admitting, "They had a really wonderful thing and I've stirred it up. I'm so sorry. I know I'm making you struggle. I'm so sorry. I hate this." The transition wasn't just difficult for Kody's other wives, it was also tricky for their then 13 kids. Today, Robyn is close to all of the Brown children and thinks of them as her own, but adding another mom to the gang took some getting used to. Janelle's daughter, Madison, told Oprah, "You grow up with 4 parents or 3 moms your whole life. Then Robyn comes in and it messed up things a little bit." Madison and the other kids grew to love their new parent, though. Madison added, "I was really happy Robyn came in because Robyn and I get along really well." Christine also claimed that Robyn bonded quickly with her teenage daughters, saying, "My kids want to go over and hang out at her house all of the time." While Kody and all of the sister wives are involved in My Sister Wife's Closet, an online jewelry and clothing boutique, it was Robyn who really came up with the idea. She wrote on the site's blog, "My Sister Wife's Closet was originally my dream, but Meri was supportive from the very beginning and she and I worked well together. She really liked my dream of making sure our pieces were made in America, were handcrafted and high quality." Robyn got the rest of the family involved because she wanted to give the family something to work on together. She wrote, "They had been together for a long time, bonding before I married Kody and joined the family, and I was craving something that would help bond the 5 of us. I also saw the potential of having each of our different styles of us 4 sister wives going into products and pieces. I really thought it would make the brand richer." The Brown family is huge. Robyn has 5 biological children, but she also considers the 13 kids that were already part of the family to be hers too. She wrote on the family's blog, "Being a mom has been one of the most joyful experiences of my life. I absolutely love it. I have never loved another person more than I love my children." Of course, being a mom to 18 kids is a massive responsibility, even though she has her husband and her sister wives with whom to share the job.
I cook dinner, I deal with the messes, I'm taking care of the kids, I'm making sure everybody's happy and everything's taken care of.
Fortunately, she had a great example in her own mom who gave her some great advice. Robyn wrote, "One of the things that my own mother taught me is that you have to take care and love yourself. For me, other than the love that God gives me, I have to make sure I know how to fill up my own love tank." Robyn's transition into motherhood was trickier than most.
My little Dane was the best thing that could have ever happened to me.
Her son Dayton is on the autism spectrum and wasn't diagnosed until he was in 2nd grade. She blogged, "When Dayton was little, he struggled with balance, coordination, and knowing how to use his body. When he was excited, he would flap his arms and jump around the room."
If my son had had more awareness around him from people that knew what autism or Asperger's syndrome was, that
he might have had an easier time in life.
The diagnosis enabled Robyn to learn how to better nurture her son. She added, "The more I learned and researched, the more I started to understand what challenges were ahead for him and what I had to do as a mom to support him and advocate for him. It was my job as his mother to help the world open their eyes to the amazing person before them, help fight for him to get the support he needed, and help eliminate stress for him as much as I could. It has been a long journey, but I have been determined to make sure he has every opportunity to be successful and happy." Robyn grew up with parents who were in a plural marriage. Her mother's relationship with her sister wives proved to be an inspiration to her, and she grew up close to them.
All adults should be able to choose who they love and how they structure their family.
But in spite of her happy childhood, she hid her family status from her classmates. She wrote, "My mom's sister wives loved me as their own, and polygamy or plural marriage described my family. I remember my mom would say my sister you know what when she was in public, just to be careful. When we started the show Sisterwives, it was almost hard for me to be okay with the title of the show. The word was so sacred to me, but so negative to the rest of the world. But all of that didn't mean she didn't question her faith as a teen." She said on the show,
I saw my parents struggle, with plural marriage, and I was questioning them as people. Their parents aren't always right.
Although she is deeply committed to her family now, she remembered back then,
I think I was kind of a little bit angry because I'd been so good for so long and it just didn't seem to be getting me anywhere.
Robyn has designed much of the jewelry for My Sister Wife's closet, and many of her designs hold a personal significance for her. One of her bracelets features a semicolon and incorporates the phrase, "choose to keep going." The piece was designed to raise awareness around mental health and was made in honor of a close friend who took his own life. Robyn told Fox 10,
The idea that, tomorrow's a new day, don't give up, keep going. That's what the semicolon is all about, so that your story's not over.
Robyn hopes raising more awareness will encourage people to open up about their personal situations. She said,
It needs to be something that if someone is feeling that way, that it's not like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're thinking that kind of a thing, but like, okay, explain to me why and what can we do to help you?
In early May 2019, Radar Online reported that the jewelry business had shut down, but Robyn's message will live on. In 2018, the Brown family moved from Las Vegas to Arizona. They had originally moved to Vegas from Utah in 2011 after being threatened with prosecution following the debut of Sisterwives. Kody told the AP, "Utah is hostile toward polygamists. There is a very natural and subtle discrimination from the public because of those anti-polygamy laws." The family rented out homes after their big move to Arizona, where each of the wives had their own house, but not all of the homes were created equal.
I found a 7-bedroom, 5 and 3/4 bath rental.
That's crazy. That's big.
According to Radar Online, Robyn is renting out a $1 million home while Janelle is in a much smaller house. Robyn's massive luxury home helped fuel rumors that she is in fact Kody's favorite wife.
So she's definitely not downsizing.
When Robyn joined the family, she wanted to usher in Christmas with her own special holiday tradition that she had started with her biological children. She explained on the family blog that she would buy each of her children Christmas ornaments every year so that when they got married, they would have their own ornament collections. She wrote, "Each year I put a small fake tree up in each of my children's bedrooms, and then one by one I decorate their tree with them with their ornaments and reminisce about Christmas past or just talk about whatever is on their mind. It is a tradition we all look forward to." She kept up the tradition with the Brown kids too, giving each child a new ornament on Christmas Eve, writing, "My favorites are the ones I have handmade myself. I love handmade gifts, to get or to give, and it is always a lot of fun for me to make them."
This is the lifestyle that we've chosen, and the more the merrier, really.
While the Brown women put on a united front for the media, there are rumors that the Sisterwives aren't exactly sisterly. Robyn's relationship with Christine has been said to be particularly strained, with Christine admitting to some of the tension herself.
What I get jealous about most is time and where he spends his time. And that's what it comes down to most with me.
Christine told Oprah that she was jealous of Kody's courtship with Robyn because it took time away from their family. She was also upset about the way Kody and Robyn got engaged, as it went against their faith. She said,
I found out that Kody sealed the engagement with a kiss, and I freaked. We didn't kiss until over the altar. It was devastating.
Long after the engagement, rumors continued to swirl about the relationship between the two women. A close family friend told Life and Style, Christine really wants to rip Robyn's eyes out. She thinks Robyn is obnoxious, spoiled, and a homewrecker. There's a lot of speculation that the Browns aren't as happy as they make themselves out to be on camera.
Plural marriage is like monogamy on steroids. It's like bigger and more complex. And kind of wild. More intense.
But just how much of their marriage is just for show and how much of it is genuine? According to some rumors, Robyn has considered leaving husband Kody in the past. In 2016, a source told Radar Online, there was a lot of communication issues and a lot of fighting. Kody is really bad at handling stressful situations and wants to be safe all the time, and when Robyn could no longer be his source of comfort, he couldn't handle it.
Kody sometimes says stuff he shouldn't say. Love you, but you do.
While we know that the split never happened, one thing that's clear is that the sister-wife life isn't always easy.
It makes it 100% easier if you're having a good, close relationship with your sister wife.
How have the sister wives kept their marriage going in the face of adversity and with tabloids that won't leave them alone? Robyn has a secret weapon, her faith, and she believes it's what keeps their home life happy. She told Fox News,
It absolutely guides us in everything that we do.
She claimed viewers won't see a lot of infighting within the family, attributing that to their faith.
We treat each other with charity and with love, and we guide with, and we go forward with a Christ-like type of attitude towards each other.
Kody claims that if it weren't for the family's strong convictions, they probably wouldn't be able to maintain their marriage. He said,
if we didn't have the guidance of faith, religion, or spirituality in our lives, I don't think we'd ever be able to be functional in this kind of lifestyle.
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about your favorite stars are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.